Last time on MasterChef Australia.
Buongiorno, benvenuti in Italia.
It was a week-long culinary adventure in Italy.
This is a lot of fun.
And while Alice secured herself the coveted immunity pin, for Deb, it was the end of her MasterChef journey.
I just have a whole new confidence in myself, and now I know that I am a good cook.
Tonight,
we've taken you around the world and back. Now I want to see how far your cooking has come.
9 amateur cooks hit the ground running to answer the age-old question, what's in the fridge?
Oh, no!
You might be cooking with leftovers, but you don't want to be left over at the end of this challenge.
Then, the pressure is on to invent a dish to inspire millions.
It just needs to look recognisably yummy.
And the best will grace the cover of the next issue of MasterChef magazine.
Not confident about this dish at all. I've no idea what makes the front cover of a magazine.
The grand prize in Australia's biggest cooking competition, the chance to work inside the country's best kitchens, a book publishing deal, $100,000 to kickstart their food dream, and the title of Australia's next MasterChef.
Burning up in my heart like a flame, like a brighter shooting star. In our souls, we all know our dreams make us who we are. We got today, so spin me round and show me the way back to burning up in my heart like a flame, like a brighter shooting star. In our souls, we all know our dreams make us who we are.
Italy was one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life, but we've only pretty much just arrived off the plane, a night's sleep and straight back into it.
Toasted sandwiches. Yum. Oh.
Sort of had dreams all night about what it is that we're going to be doing today.
I'm still stuffed today, jet lag.
Oh, I know.
It just kills me. We're getting so close to the end. Nothing's going to be cruisy anymore. You're going to have to fight for every day. Thanks, Jules.
No worries. Hopefully you can last a little bit longer.
Yeah. Let's go do it. Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, look how few of us there are. Oh, no mystery boxes.
Wow.
Different?
Uh-oh. We got fridges. Mystery fridge.
9 fridges.
Good morning. Morning. Welcome back to the MasterChef kitchen. You know, last time we saw you, we were all being kissed by the Tuscan sun. Our Italy trip, the best overseas trip ever on MasterChef.
Salute!
How lucky were you?
Yeah.
Very
But now your feet are planted firmly back in the MasterChef kitchen, and guess what? I'm gonna drop a bombshell.
Bombshells.
Oh, no. I'm nervous.
Next week is finals week.
Whoa.
Whoa.
No. Oh, my God.
Next week, someone here is going to be Australia's new MasterChef.
Whoa. That's insane.
Here's how it's going to work. Right now, there are 9 of you. This week, we are going to lose 3 contestants. That means 6 into the finals week. Then every day, someone is going to go home until we end up, boom, with our new MasterChef, crowned for 2012.
That's incredible.
Kylie, you look stunning.
I'm shaking with excitement right now. I just can't wait to get into it, and I love it.
Mindy?
I don't know what to say. I'm just in complete shock. Exciting, so exciting, but terrifying.
I'm looking at those shiny pins. Kylie, Mindy, Alice. This is the week to use those immunity pins.
The arguments for using the pin are very obvious, but I would hate to have to throw someone else under the bus for my own gain.
We've taken you around the world and back. Now I want to see how far your cooking has come. So no mystery box today, but a mystery fridge.
It's a fridge mystery box, or a mystery fridge, which I guess is, for a lot of people, what they face when they come home from work.
What's in the fridge? This is a question asked by millions. Every single one of us have leftovers. Yeah. And I think about my mother, and I think about her fridge, and nothing goes to waste, and how she can create something delicious from leftovers the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day. Each one of these fridges contains different ingredients.
Far out.
It's a lucky dip.
Of course. Thanks.
And the rules are really simple. You've got to use everything in the fridge. You'll have half an hour to do it.
Wow.
We're only going to taste 3. The best dish of those 3 wins a big advantage. And at this stage in the competition, advantage is everything.
Yep.
Are you ready to pick a fridge and see what's inside?
Yep. Yep.
Let's do it.
Watch out.
Off you go.
Sorry.
That's not too bad. What do you got?
Sweet.
I open my fridge, the first thing I see is a whole chook.
Cool. Okay.
And I've got some ricotta. First thing that pops into my mind is making a ricotta and chicken Valentine.
What'd you get?
Oh, Mindy!
It's a good one. Ah!
Italy is haunting me.
It is. What do you got? Oh, no! You've got dessert one. And lemons. Oh, you got a good one. Oh, can we swap?
If you're into desserts, it's a good one.
Oh, no!
It's a roast leg of lamb.
Oh, look at lamb.
I have never cooked a leg of lamb in the last 14 years of living in Australia.
Oh, my God.
I'm doomed.
Andy, what do you got?
I'm actually pretty happy. A little trout.
Oh,
Trout.
nice.
Some fennel, a stick of bread, parmesan, capsicum, dill, and some limes.
You've got the sophisticated fridge.
Fantastic. Julia, what do you got?
The Nightmare After Christmas.
What is it?
Ham.
Oh, you can do some good stuff
Oh,
with ham.
yeah.
Right. You have 30 minutes. Your time starts now. Yeah.
Whoops, today's lost the ricotta. Thanks, Wayne. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kylie. One way to take out the competition.
We have to use all the ingredients in our fridge. I've got spaghetti bolognese, mozzarella cheese, basil in there, zucchini and tomatoes.
I'm going to actually do a raviolo. I'm going to put my bolognese on the inside of the raviolo, stick some cheese in there, which is my mozzarella, so it kind of melts away. And then I'm going to do a beautiful balsamic glaze, and that'll kind of go around it.
Fresh pasta in half an hour is like a super feat. I'm going to be really pushing my luck today. I don't even know if that's enough resting time to actually get this done.
Go, Mindy, go.
I
start getting all these ideas through my mind about what I could do. You know, I'm thinking maybe I'll do an Aussie Asian lamb pie. It's essentially a murtabak, which is a flaky roti pastry with slithers of lamb inside with some potatoes. Pan fry that until it's really nice and crispy.
Whisk my little bum off.
I'm gonna do a mini chicken ballantine. And my first thing I need to do is just to get this chicken skin off and my ballantine cooking because I've only got half an hour and I don't want to have raw chicken served up. To do this chicken ballantine, I'm gonna have to get some ricotta, some of the chicken breast fillet, and then roll it up into some plastic cling wrap. And then poach it in a gentle water bath. So it can't be boiling too fast, it just needs to be a really soft simmer. Because if it's too fast and hard, it'll make the little parcel explode.
This is it, 20 minutes to go. This is the first challenge on the road to finals week.
So, Julia, what are you making?
I am making some baked eggs with ham cannellini beans that have been sautéed and some blistered tomatoes. The anchovies I've melted into here for a bit of saltiness, and then I'm going to put a tiny bit of anchovy with the parsley for a parsley oil to finish.
Right.
The mozzarella is going to go on top of parts of this to get golden brown at the very end. So then I've got everything in my dish.
30 minutes is pushing it to do this dish, but I think it's enough time. It's just 2 eggs, so it should only take about 10 minutes to bake.
Today I'm cooking a smoked trout fish pie. I'm taking inspiration from the Oz Harvest Challenge. Audra and I made an amazing fish pie and ended up winning the challenge for our team. One way I'm saving time on this challenge is to pre-bake my breadcrumbs. If I can get them nice and golden to start with, I basically take them out, put them on top of the pie filling, sprinkle of parmesan, and then that'll only need to go into the oven to be baked for about 2 minutes.
Keep your eyes on the prize. 10 minutes to go.
They're not cooking. I'm looking in the oven and the eggs are still clear. I don't get it. They should be cooking by now.
Been in for almost 10 minutes and they haven't even coloured.
Oh, God.
Right? My eggs aren't cooking, are they? No.
One mistake now or in the next few days, it's just going to send me home and I'm not going to make it to finals week.
It's hard today.
Yeah.
The eggs are still clear. I don't get it. They should be cooking by now. I think I've made the wrong decision by baking them in a thick ceramic dish, because normally I would bake them in a thin metal dish and the heat would get straight through.
They've been in for 10 minutes and they haven't even coloured.
Oh, God.
I love a bit of pressure in a competition like this, but it ain't any different to how you feel when you've got the kids home from school, husband or wife's coming home from work, you've opened the fridge, what am I going to cook? And that's exactly what's happening here. I love Audra's dish. Lamb, what were you going to do with that? She's made a paratha or a roti, she's made this beautiful filling, and she's going to do Aussie lamb pie style paratha. Kylie at the back there is doing a great job. She's made an absolutely beautiful little ballantine out of a whole chicken, and she's, you know what I like? Great technique. She's rolled it perfectly. It's this beautiful cylinder and it's poaching.
I think when it comes to flavouring this challenge, Andy's going to be hard to beat. He's got some great ingredients. He's making a smoked trout pie. It's a simple dish, but I think it could be really classy. You know, Andy hasn't won an individual challenge yet, but today could be his day.
We are looking for the top 3 dishes and, of course, a winner from that who's going to get a massive advantage in the invention test.
I need to roll out my pasta and I've only got 10 minutes to go and I'm really starting to freak out about time. I fill my raviolo, I'm sealing it off and I need to get it in the water as soon as possible.
Come on, Mindy. Do you need a plate?
I do need a plate. Are you going in?
Yep. What do you want? Anything. Round and white? Yep.
You might be cooking with leftovers, but you don't want to be left over at the end of this challenge. 5 minutes to go.
Five minutes to go. The filling's in the ramekin. I've got the parmesan and the crumbs that are going on top. Bake that for the rest of the time and see how I go.
It's always fun to cook. Try this.
Oh yeah, that's all right, eh? Just got to get the top to brown. I tell you what, you can make a fish pie, can't you? Yeah.
Oh, there's no doubt I've improved immensely since day one. I am proud of myself and how far I've come, but there's that fire in the belly that says to me, don't be too complacent, because there's a long way to go.
You got 1 minute.
You've shaken the fridge, now you've got to shake our world with your dish. You've got 30 seconds to go.
Seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Service is over.
Well done,
guys.
Great job.
I had a really good concept of a dish today, but I just ran out of time. I thought 10 minutes in the oven would be enough for my eggs, and they're just not cooked enough.
Smells pretty good, dishes look pretty good, and our job was to identify the 3 best of the day. The ones we love belong to Audra. Up you come. The next dish we like belonged to Mindy.
Lamb and Italian. What's going on?
Fabulous.
And the last dish we've decided to taste, it was tough picking out of all of you, but we did, belongs to Andy. Okay, let's get this tasting underway. Audra, step up. So, in your fridge, what did you have? Wrap them out for me.
A leg of lamb cooked.
Yeah. Leftovers, of course.
Leftovers, of course. Lemon, parmesan, garlic, potatoes.
How did you use the parmesan?
Shaved it over the peas.
Okay, tell us what you've cooked.
A murtabak is what I grew up with, so this is an Aussie take on a murtabak.
Looks great, doesn't it? Looks great. Oh. I'm just going to keep going. Somebody get me a chair, glass of red wine. I think that's a fabulous, creative use of leftover lamb. I really do. You're going to be hard to beat as far as I'm concerned. Numero uno.
Is that directed towards us?
I think so.
Audra, delicious lamb. And the problem with leftovers sometimes is you don't want them to taste like leftovers.
Yep.
This feels like you've just cooked a dish from scratch, and it's wonderful.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Close.
What are you laughing at, you two?
I nearly knocked a plate over.
My plate out of my hand.
That would have been a great strategy.
Mindy, your turn. Firstly, what was in the fridge?
I had leftover bolognese, so the mince for a bolognese. I had tomato, zucchini, chilli, basil, mozzarella, capers.
What's the dish?
I made a bolognese raviolo with sautéed zucchini, capers and tomato and balsamic glaze.
Love it. Doesn't that look good, you know? That is, you know, I'm salivating at this point. I've cut it open, it's juicy, and that just thin pasta sheet, it's just fabulous. Audra, you're in trouble.
I reckon I've got no chance now. Audra, they said, this is going to be hard to beat. And then from Mindy, they said, you've beaten Audra. So they've set the bar like world record standard. And now I've got to beat them with a fish pie.
Andy. Andy, we're a week away from the finals.
Yeah.
You've never won an individual challenge, have you?
No, not at all. I tend to leave it till we're in an elimination to pull something out of the bag, so it's good to finally be up here and putting some good food together.
So tell me what the dish is and tell me what your ingredients were.
I had smoked trout, fennel, capsicum, bread and parmesan.
Yep.
Oh, and a lime. It's a smoked trout pie with bread crumble on top.
It's absolutely the best thing you've cooked in this competition.
Hey, that's all right.
You know, honestly, if I had my way, I'd sneak now into the pantry, not anyone see, and finish it off, because that is just perfection.
Thanks, Matt.
You didn't put the lime on.
We should try it with the lime on it. We haven't
We
tried
haven't tried the lime on it.
No, we haven't tried it with the lime.
We haven't tried the lime on it. It's unfair to his dish.
Because it might make it really bad.
Yeah, and you might have learned it, and then you'll be negative about it.
You produced a beautiful dish.
Thank you.
It smells amazing. Oh, man.
3 wonderful dishes. Audra, great use of leftover lamb. Mindy, a really clever Bolognese ravioli. And Andy, a pie that had comfort written all over it. There can only be one winner, and that winner gets a massive advantage going into the next challenge, the invention test. And the winner of the Fridge Mystery Box Challenge is... And the winner of the Fridge Mystery Box Challenge is... Andy.
So, won my first mystery box, cracked the duck. I'm on the board now.
It's about time. Go on.
Whoa, yeah, about time. Yeah, Ben.
Jesus. We've been carrying him for 10 weeks.
Thought I was no chance. And to beat these two next to me and the calibre that they're cooking every single challenge, I'm blown away.
Everything in that ramekin, you know, texture, flavour, warmth, comfort, the whole works. That's why you won.
The first half of the day was about staring into that fridge and searching for some kind of divine intervention. The second half of the challenge is about inspiring hundreds of thousands of home cooks.
Your challenge is to create a dish so incredible, it belongs on the front cover of MasterChef magazine. And that's exactly what's going to happen to the winner. Designing a dish that has that kind of pizzazz that justifies the front cover is not an easy job. And so we brought in a special guest judge to help us with this challenge. She is the managing editor of MasterChef magazine, Sally Feldman. It's my boss. I'm going to be on my best behaviour.
Absolutely.
Sally Feldman, welcome. Give us a sense of what you look for when you're looking for a dish that goes on the front cover of MasterChef magazine.
We want something that when someone looks at it in a shop or supermarket, they go, wow, I want to make that right now. They want to get a spoon and dig straight into that page, and they want to know that they can actually achieve it. That's what our magazine is all about.
Sally, what I want to know is what doesn't make the front cover?
Well, my editor-in-chief has always hated bones. So no bones on the cover. It just needs to look recognisably yummy.
Now for the rules. They're pretty simple. The pantry is all yours. Use whatever you want. You will all have 1 hour and 30 minutes to produce a dish. And Andy?
Yeah.
You get an extra 30 minutes.
Oh, nice one.
That's a big advantage, I reckon. Instead of rushing into the pantry with, you know, all these people flying around everywhere, no, I can get a clear vision on what I want to cook and take my time.
Not only are we looking for the top dish of the day, that dish that's going to grace the cover of the MasterChef magazine, but we're also looking for the 3 least impressive dishes. For the makers of those dishes, straight into a pressure test. One of you will be going home. Andy, ready to execute your 30-minute head start?
Yep.
Your 2 hours starts now.
Wow, the whole pantry to himself. Now that's spoiled. That is absolutely spoiled.
So, Sally, in terms of the dish that's going to win this challenge, what are the thoughts going through your mind?
Obviously, it's got to be seasonal. So in July, mid-July, you're thinking something kind of comforting maybe, possibly sweet. Chocolate's always a goer.
I see the beef there and I can't go past it. I mean, who doesn't love a Sunday roast beef in the middle of winter?
Go, Andy.
Come on, Andy.
Hey.
Righto, pretty boy, let's go. What are you doing?
I'm going to do a roast beef.
Nice.
What did I come over here for?
You gotta make it look pretty.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty.
Is it gonna be delicious?
Oh, yeah.
He actually looks like he knows what he's doing behind there now, doesn't he?
I get back to my bench and the first thing I do is prepare my roast vegetables. I've picked these vegetables because they'll be in season when the magazine comes out. I want to cut them into similar sizes, but also some funky different shapes, so they stand out off the plate. Into the oven, 180 degrees till they're nice and brown.
Andy, just letting you know, you got 5 minutes left of your half-hour advantage.
Yeah, yeah, Andy.
Got a minute to go on the clock.
Come on.
I would love, and I know we all would, to have my food on the front of a magazine.
Every challenge competitive Kylie pops out. I think she's getting more and more competitive as the competition rolls along. My poor ankles are starting to get too hyper-flexible because I'm wriggling them all the time.
Kylie's legs going, it must be time to start.
I'm so excited.
Right, Andy's had his 30-minute advantage. Your hour and a half starts now. Right, Andy's had his 30-minute advantage. Your hour and a half starts now.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Did I have cocoa? This could change things for me.
What I'm going to make today is an apple tart tatin with a burnt caramel ice cream. It's going to be glossy and visual and just, you know, a beautiful ice cream just dripping over the edge of the tart. It's all in here.
What cut's that? It's just chuck, I think. It is? Oh, see, she said no bones, that's why I didn't do that. Yeah, good idea.
I'm going to cook a curry. Not confident about this dish at all. I've no idea what makes the front cover of a magazine. I know what I like to look at, and that's what I'm going to go with.
Look, today I'm making a mustard seed crusted rack of lamb with some braised lentils on the side. Although Sally does warn us about not using bones, I'm actually pretty confident about the dish. My rationale is that if it's a rack of lamb, it's going to be something that's a little bit softer on the eye. So I'm hoping that this might be a bit of an exception to the rule.
Hello.
Kylie, what are you making?
I'm making a berry crumble tart with beautiful strawberries, raspberries and blueberries.
In the middle of July, how much do you think fresh raspberry going to cost a punnet?
Quite expensive, probably $6 a punnet.
Oh, if you're lucky.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe strawberry and apple.
This does it for me.
Yeah,
completely.
straight away.
Yeah.
It's down to earth, it's approachable.
Yeah, and it's going to be really lush to look at on the cover.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
I would have loved for my dish to be all berries, but I definitely agree with Sally. Raspberries in the middle of winter are super expensive. So today's dish is going to be an apple and strawberry crumble tart.
I'm making a lemon meringue pie today. Lemons are in season. Everybody loves a lemon meringue pie, and I think it'd look really good on the cover of a magazine, so that's why I'm doing it.
Bo, you're doing another dessert?
I am.
Lemon tart. What's the secret of your lemon tart? What's going to make us look at it and go,
I love a lot of tang in mine, and not much sugar.
Does it have any kind of special bow twist that might
no, it'll
actually
just
kind of
look
lift
really
it
yum.
You know, I've just been doing the recipes for my book, and the one thing I was told you always have to have is a lemon tart.
This one will be on the front.
You know?
Cool.
Good luck. Julia.
I'm doing a spiced apple tart tatin with a burnt caramel ice cream.
Sounds good.
It does. I think my only reservation here would be that it's been on a cover recently.
Was it apple or was it a different
Apple. It was a classic tart tatin.
Because my second thought was pear.
That could be cool.
I like that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Changing to pears is going to set me back a little bit because the pears will need to be poached before I can use them. But Sally said no, and I'm definitely listening to her because the dish today must be perfect. Oh,
Nice catch.
they're the hardest pears I've ever
Are they?
felt.
My vegetables are in the oven, and now I've got to get on to preparing my beef. Being a Sparky, the knot that we use is the same knot that butchers use to truss beef, so I'm pretty much just employing the same principles.
Mindy, unlimited use of the pantry. What are you going to make?
I'm actually going to do a chocolate mousse tart today. There's a good opportunity for me to do a dessert. I'm going to do a bit of a orange segment in a bit of a caramel and mascarpone.
Oh, my God. I've died and gone to heaven already. Did I say that?
We need to say no more. You're in the box seat, Mindy. Keep going. Well done.
You got any spare eggs? Are you using more, darling?
No, I only need 5. Go for it.
It's a complete comfort having Julia beside me cooking my dessert today. She is the dessert queen of this competition, and I know if I get myself into a real mess, she'll be there to help me out.
How you feeling, Julia? Good.
Yeah?
Lots to do. How about you?
Yeah, lots to do. Me too. Just trying to focus and get all this done.
Chefs dream about this, getting your dish on the front cover of a magazine. 1 hour to go.
Wade, wow us with your dish.
Today I'm doing a mustard crumb rack of lamb. For me, it speaks of winter and speaks of comfort, and yeah.
Just a tip, right? When you're pitching something to an editor, always look at them, because their face will tell you whether your idea is a good idea or a bad idea.
Sally doesn't look impressed about the fact that I'm cooking a rack of lamb. I was hoping that I could convert Sally today with my idea of putting bones on the front cover.
If it looks like a feast, if it looks generous and vibrant, you have a winner.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, you'll be bottom 3 and you risk going home.
Rightly or wrongly, I'm going to give it a go. Just sort of roll the dice and see what happens.
Today I'm making some tartatines and they're going to be pear.
Oh, it's such an exciting challenge to have your dish on the front cover of the MasterChef magazine. That's something tangible that you can hold on to. It'd be a crowning moment for any of us.
I'm cooking with all my heart for that cover today.
This is the problem with wearing goggles. I am making a Georgian cheese pie, khachapuri, with a tomato and coriander salad and smoky eggplant. The most challenging aspects of this dish are definitely cheese. So you've got to make sure that you get a really nice balance of the cheeses. I'm making sure there's chunks of cheese in this, and the reason why is because I want there to be different textures. Sort of every bite that you take has a different type of cheese, which could be a risk actually, because some of the cheeses are saltier than others. Okay.
Ben,
Gentlemen.
pressure cooker.
Pressure cooker. It's a curry which I think is perfect for a winter's night.
On the cover of a magazine.
I've just got to make it look good, don't I?
My advice to you would be that everything that you put in this curry needs to look as natural as possible. So if you take a bean, for example, that for me looks like it's mechanical. It's been cut on both sides.
Yep.
That little frilly top are the little details that are going to make this curry lift. You know what I mean?
Yep. Here's my advice. Every detail that's on top of that curry has to just pop out on the page. Whether they're little flecks of garlic, little sprigs of coriander, whatever you can think of, bang.
Need to get some colour in there. Some chilies, kaffir lime leaf, coriander, just to make it pop.
Today I'm doing a chocolate mousse tart. So this is a really rich tart, and if it's too overpowering, the judges are just going to cringe. So I'm trying to reduce the richness by adding in some beautiful sweetness from oranges.
For my oranges, I need to really carefully segment them away because the judges have an eye for detail today. Once I segment them, I'm going to make a caramel and pour it all the way over the top so it almost candies them.
Presentation is what it's all about when it comes to magazine covers, and particularly desserts, so really got to have time to nail presentation.
Oh, jammy goodness.
Audra?
Hey.
Audra?
Hi.
What is it? What's the dish?
I'm making an apple pie.
An apple pie. Whose apple pie is it?
My mother's apple pie.
Oh.
Yeah. So what I've taken some muscatels and I've steeped it in some vincotto.
Yeah.
Just add that through the apples, sliced apples, lots of orange zest, lemon zest, orange juice, cinnamon.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be, because it's really oozy.
Hope. A week before finals.
No, it will
Hope.
be oozy.
Are you hoping?
Yeah, no, I know
I'm
it's
hoping.
going to be.
It's a step out of the
Oh,
box.
no, you're
I thought
putting
she
me
was going
off
to do some beautiful noodle dish, you know.
Colour, vibrance.
Just
No,
typical Audra, and then we got apple pie. It's weird. Anyway, it's your job to convince us. We'll see
All
you
right,
soon.
there we go.
God, apple pie.
We always say it must taste good, but today it also must look spectacular. Half an hour to go. It's time to move it.
Let's go.
How spectacular does that look?
It looks amazing.
And you've
Do you
trussed
know
that beautifully.
Do you know how I learned
Did you
how to
truss
truss? Yeah. Us Sparkies, at one end of the conduit, we have to pull the conduit through.
Yeah.
So
you have to put
we've got
string
a
through,
string
yeah?
through, and we truss it on, and I didn't even know I could do it until the other day. I'm serious.
I love that.
Yeah.
I did my meringue topping a bit earlier and put it in the fridge, and it's just gone a bit funny. The presentation of this dish is probably the most important thing. If it's going to be picked to go in front of a magazine, it really needs to look good. I did a fresh batch. We've got enough time, so may as well.
When Sally and I walk around, I think there were certain dishes that sounded like they really pop off the page. Mindy's chocolate tart with the caramelised oranges and the mascarpone, tart tatin from Julia. It's all about the cover image on one hand. On the other hand, it's all about the bottom three dishes.
Ben, I think he's in trouble. The only curry that I've ever seen that's really looked amazing might have been like Jamie Oliver, where he's put, you know, yogurt, he's got flatbread on the side, and he's got, you know, little flecks of colour in there that make it jump out off the page.
At this present time, I'm worried about Bo. He's scraping the meringue off the pie, you know, with less than 10 minutes to go. It's trouble time.
It's taking ages, isn't it?
George comes up and he notices what I'm noticing. The ice cream is just not going to set in time. It's been in for nearly 40 minutes and I don't know what's going wrong with it.
No, it doesn't look like that's going to sit.
No. Nothing is working for me today, Mindy. It's taking ages, isn't it?
The ice cream is just not going to set in time. It's been in for nearly 40 minutes and I don't know what's going wrong with it.
What are you going to do?
I could freeze some of it in the blast chiller and then fold it through double cream.
Remember, pressure test on the back of this.
Yep.
Do you want to be there or not?
Nope.
Do you want to be there or not?
No.
Do you want to be there?
No.
I just need to start thinking of some other options because obviously the ice cream is not going to work. So luckily there's some beautiful double cream in the pantry and I run to go and grab some.
Nothing is working for me today, Mindy.
If you want to make yourself front page news, you got 5 minutes to do it in. Come on, guys.
Come on.
How's it looking, mate?
It's going all right. Sally did say something about the bones on the front cover. She sort of said, you know, it's not one of her favourite things, but look, for me, it's a rack of lamb. It doesn't get much more beautiful than that.
Just got to get all the colour that you can.
Clean Calombaris.
Even just some clean ones.
Your deadline's looming. 1 minute to go.
Seconds, people. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Well done.
Beautiful tart.
I reckon I might sneak in today. I reckon a little unsuspecting rack of lamb might just get up there. Maybe the winning dish, but yeah, I'd be amazed if I was in the bottom three.
What we ask you to do is put up a dish that you'd love to see on the front cover of the MasterChef magazine. What we're looking for is the best dish of the day. What we're also looking for are the 3 least impressive dishes of the day. You don't want to be there because for their makers, you go straight into a pressure test. First up to the tasting bench is the man with the half-hour advantage. Andy, up you come. Andy, tell us what you've cooked.
I've done a roast beef with roasted vegetables and a horseradish and creme fraiche dressing.
It actually looks really lovely on this board. To me, the colour of that meat isn't bad if we were going to do it on a cover.
Yeah.
The vegetables, they're a little dried up. They've
Yep.
kind of lost their colour and vibrancy.
Yep.
But also they're cut quite small. I think it's nice to see whole
Yep.
pieces of vegetables. And you're not a stylist. There's no reason why you
Not
should
at all.
know that. But that, I think, is what's missing there, is that sort of bigness.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
I love this horseradish cream. It's really tasty. It's got some sweetness about it. There's some of that, nice kick of horseradish. It's a good roast.
Thank you.
Thanks, Andy. Next up, Julia. Julie, what's going on there?
It's pear tart tatin. The cream was supposed to melt all over the top, but it's not hot now, so that's, not really happening.
You're not happy, are you?
No,
Caramel ice cream didn't work?
no, it didn't.
No. Tough day. Was this a challenge that you really wanted to win?
Yep. It's a bit of recognition. It's something that my mum can keep. And I just really wanted to do it today. I just didn't do as well in Italy as I wanted to. And I just wanted to come back to the kitchen and have a clean slate. And I almost had it this morning. And those bloody eggs didn't cook. And then now, this should have been my challenge. The pastry's there, everything's there, but it just doesn't look good enough, and I know it doesn't.
To sum up, your ice cream didn't work.
Yep.
You put cream on it. That's become a little bit messy.
Yeah.
Let's taste. Yum. Soft pear, caramel and cream. Delicious.
For me, when I think about things that work well on covers, I think of two things. I think of glistening. That's what it's about, that lovely shimmer that you get with that caramel and with that golden pastry and the sheen of that pear. And the other thing I think of is generosity, and I think that's the only reason you've gone wrong here. Imagine 6 of those, a gang of tart tartans. Now, in terms of whether we could make a fantastic cover out of your tart tartans, I think absolutely we could. Absolutely we could. Thank you, Julia. Next dish, Wade's.
In my mind, I think I have nailed it, even though I've gone against the brief a little bit. Sally specifically said no bones, but I really want to try and turn around on that.
What's the dish, Wade?
Roast rack of lamb with some braised lentils.
It looks like something you might find in a local restaurant. It's got that kind of look. Is it really a cover, though?
No, really it isn't. I mean, you know, it's got bones. It's fairly brown. I kind of don't understand what's going on around the plate either. It's, no, to me, it just doesn't cut it in any way.
You cook the lamb really well. That's beautiful. But the dish lacks that kind of warmth you should get with lentils, which sadly is missing in this dish. So I think you might be in trouble.
I'm very disappointed at myself today. I think I let my own arrogance get in the way of actually following a brief.
Next up, Kylie.
Oh. Let's go.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
It's an apple and strawberry crumble tart.
Right, Sal, what do you reckon?
I love it. I love it. I love the fact that you've made a tart and the crumble. I love the colours of it. I can really see that as a cover.
Oh, cool.
It's vibrant and it's the sort of thing that you see it on a magazine cover and think, oh, yum, I want that right now. I want to make that tonight.
That's incredible.
Great. Yeah.
Right. Can I do the cookie thing and then put a bit of that?
Custard. That looks great. It's
Bit
nice
of the healthy stuff, the cream. Are you going to taste?
Oh, I reckon. I
That's
don't
a
think
good-
I don't
it's a
think I'd
good
resist.
It's a good sign, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yum. Beautiful.
Thank you.
It tastes exactly how it looks.
Oh,
Absolutely delicious.
Thank you.
Grab your tart, back to your bench.
Alice.
This is Georgian cheese pie or khachapuri with a smoky eggplant and a tomato and coriander salad.
All right, let me taste. Salty filling. Whatever cheeses you've used, and if you've added salt, it's really salty.
It's a bit flat. The shape is not terribly appealing. Basically, to be honest with you, it wouldn't make the cover.
Ben. Right, Ben, what did you cook?
Did a Thai beef curry.
That's it. Boom.
Yep.
The sauce doesn't really have a great depth to it. It's all a bit confused.
Yeah.
It's a bit pedestrian for a cover.
Bo.
Bo, what have you cooked?
Lemon meringue pie.
On its own, it just looks a little sad and lonely.
Audra. Audra, what have you made for us?
I've made a spice apple and vincotto muscatel pie.
Sally, could this be made into a cover shot?
Yeah, I think it could.
I just kind of like the way it's a bit pregnant.
Yeah.
It's a bit pregnant with aptly promise, and I think that's kind of good.
Oh, it's packed full of fruit, isn't it? Those layers are lovely.
What texture are you aiming for with the apples?
Soft.
They're definitely not soft. They have a bite to them still. But looks great, tastes great. One small flaw. Thank you, Audra. And the last dish we'd like, Mindy, please. Tell us about your dish, Mindy.
It's a rich chocolate mousse tart with caramel oranges and mascarpone cream.
Is that cover potential?
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's got that gorgeous oozy syrup coming over it, the vibrance of the orange, the richness of that chocolate pastry, and that real sort of chestnut colour of the chocolate mousse. The whole thing's a really kind of lovely colour composition.
Let's hope it tastes as good as it looks, because if it does, we're all in for a big treat.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm terrified.
Fab. Super yum.
Yeah, super yum.
I was really nervous doing desserts today, really nervous.
That is an elegant, sophisticated dish. That's the sort of cooking that gets people not just one of those pins, but the big trophy at the end of the series.
Thank you so much.
Gorgeous.
We've tasted all your dishes and we've picked the 3 dishes that we think are the worthiest of being on the front cover of MasterChef magazine. If I call your name, please step forward. Kylie. That just looked so spectacular. When you're walking up with your berry crumble on that paling towards us, I think we all went, wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mindy.
Queen of tarts, eh?
Queen of tarts.
Mindy, your chocolate tart with orange was that elegant Saturday night dinner. Beautiful colour and beautiful execution in terms of pastry, dark chocolate mousse filling, and those oranges.
Thank you.
Julia.
I'm actually about to fall over.
Julia, whereas Mindy and Kylie's hearts were absolutely ready-made for the camera, with your little mini tart tartines, just took a bit more imagination to work out how they could look spectacular. And with all that glisten and gloss and the caramel, the golden pastry, and from that lovely kind of succulent pear, I think we could all see how that could be a great cover. So well done.
Oh, thank you.
So, only one winner. Only one of you can have their dish on that lovely glossy magazine cover. Sally, do the honors.
The person whose dish is going to be on the cover of MasterChef magazine is... I'm really delighted to announce that the person's dish that will be featuring on the cover of MasterChef magazine is Mindy.
I'm not a baker by any means, but I really went out on a limb today, and thank you for pushing me, because it's paying off. Thank you.
Good stuff.
Sally Feldman, thank you so much for coming in and for sharing your wisdom about what makes a great cover. We'll be looking forward to seeing how Mindy's dish transforms when it's on that glossy paper on the newsstands. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I just cannot wait for my tart to be on the front of that MasterChef magazine, and my family will run out and buy thousands of copies, guaranteed. This is just such a great day.
Today there was definitely 3 dishes that didn't meet the brief. The people that made those dishes will be going into a pressure test tomorrow. If I call your name, please step forward. Wade. Ben. Alice. Wade, firstly, your dish. Regardless of what the challenge was, it didn't look appealing. It was all brown and dark and not vibrant. Ben, it lacked detail. Alice, salty in terms of flavour and taste, but it just looked flat on the board.
And this is where it gets interesting. And it does that because of you, Alice, because you're wearing an immunity pin. It's a pressure test, someone's going home. So you have the whole night to decide whether or not you play the pin and save yourself or not. If you do play the pin, someone's going to replace you in the pressure test, and that person is Bo.
Use it.
That bit sucks.
I really think Alice should use her immunity pin. She doesn't need to feel bad about sending me into a pressure test. You can be a little bit selfish at this stage. I'd certainly do it, and I think it'd be the right choice.
Tomorrow's pressure test is going to be highly technical. highly demanding, and highly terrifying. But go home, get a good rest, and come back ready to fight for your future in this competition, ready to fight for a place in that finals week. Off you go.
I didn't think that it would be so emotional for me to have this pin on my chest. It's a really difficult decision and got a lot of thinking to do.
Oh, it's chilly out here.
Whoa. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Mindy. Welcome
Nice
to
to
the
meet
MasterChef
you.
studio. Beautiful.
Okay, let's see how it looks.
Looks good so far.
Looks great.
It comes up lovely.
Change that point of focus just ever so slightly.
The colours are just perfect for it, absolute perfection. It is such an incredible feeling to see my dish on the front cover of MasterChef magazine. It really is. It looks so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Next time on MasterChef Australia.
You gaze down into a challenge that is progressive to the point of near madness. This is hell.
Two-headed chef Grant King sets the mother of all challenges.
They're going down a deep, dark hole.
For three amateur cooks, it's the ultimate test of their culinary skill.
I hope it tastes good because it doesn't look very good.
In a battle to keep their MasterChef dream alive.
Come on, save yourself.
But will Alice use this final chance to play her immunity pin?
This is your last week. You can use the pin. You use it, Bo takes your spot.